And we continue with the breaking news that so many of you are waking up to on your feeds this morning and here with us. Reaction pouring in following news of the death of civil rights icon, the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Fellow civil rights leader Al Sharpton reflecting on the loss of his mentor.
I met Reverend Jackson when I was 12 years old. He impacted millions, but he directly taught me. And I've got to make sure I live in a way that I show God that God and him wasn't wasting their time. Rest well, Reverend Jackson. You earned your rest.
And Reverend Sharpton plans to hold a press conference on Jackson's passing at 11 this morning.
We're also hearing about Reverend Jackson's impact from Al Roker, the NBC meteorologist, posted on Instagram, writing, quote, a civil rights leader, activist, author, presidential candidate, and even host of SNL. He went on to call him a civil rights icon who was instrumental in legislation that changed this country for the better.
You know, both of those gentlemen were at an event that I had the distinct honor to sit and speak with Reverend Jackson on. It was the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington here, and I posted a picture of that day. I was deeply moved by that. But the first time I ever saw Reverend Jackson, though, was when Operation Push came to Charleston, South Carolina.
Right.
I spent my summers there, and I just remember people just being just sort of in awe and so inspired by his message. And he had so many different messages that he passed on that I actually forgot the most iconic one until you reminded me.
Right.
The I am somebody.
Yeah.
And then that keep hope alive. I'm telling you, when Ed O'Keefe and Vlad Duthier of CBS Mornings, when they were talking about that, that's what struck me. It brought tears to my eyes because we are in such a position right now where hope seems so distant. And for him to have the foresight to say, keep hope alive all those decades ago,
1988.
very powerful. 1988.
Right.
Speaking of 1988, he was my commencement speaker at Hampton University in 1988. So, you know, his influence has just been woven through my life for so many years. And I'm just so grateful. You know, no one is perfect. And I understand that, but is so grateful for him speaking out, because that takes courage to do that.
It absolutely does. I had a chance to interview him back during the election controversy, Gore versus Bush. He came to Nashville, Tennessee, and I had a chance to talk with him.
The Hanging Chads.
The Hanging Chads. And to me, what stands out to me is he's a pioneer, brilliant, a legend, the things that he stood for, the things that he fought for. And that speech from 1971 and 1972, you reminded me that it was on Sesame Street first. And then he did it at the Los Angeles Coliseum. I am somebody. I may be poor, but I am somebody. I may be on welfare, but I am somebody. I may be uneducated, but I am somebody. I'm God's child. I must be respected and protected. Those words, it speaks to him being a great orator, a great speaker, and a motivator as well. But they were so poignant at the time, and those are words that a community needed to hear, a community that felt left out of a lot of different things, marginalized, disrespected. And when he says this to these people back then, it was extremely important, relevant, and it was a game changer. I will never forget that speech. I am somebody.
And those words still strong and live on today. And that is the true mark of an icon. That's Jesse Jackson, passed away overnight at the age of 84.